This play is so important to modern day film, TV, and theatre. If you haven't seen it, go and see it, please. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome back to another Lost the Plot video. Yes, you are looking at me and me alone again because you joined me in another review of a film, well, this time a play, of the month of August. Yes, you did hear me correctly. I am reviewing a play. This is a play that people, I'd be amazed if anyone's heard of it, is Prima Facie. It's not been pushed, it's not been advertised, it's not been in the limelight for anything, but it should be. As you've already seen from the introduction, this is so important and I feel like everybody in the world should watch it because it starts a conversation and raises awareness about such an important topic in sexual assault. But before we get on to the review, as always, we do a little synopsis. A successful barrister experiences a life-changing event that many of the victims that she's opposed has already experienced. As you've probably guessed by now, this play is about sexual assault and how it is dealt with in the court of law and in the justice system in the UK. It is such a moving and emotional play, and from me, it gets a 9.5 out of 10. It was so close to being perfect, but there was one thing that I picked up on that if it was smoother, it would have been a 10 easily. But it didn't detract from the quality of the film, and again, I stand by it. Everybody should watch this. Let's start with Jodie Comer. Oh my God. She is absolutely incredible. Just when you think she couldn't get any better, she's raised the bar by a mile. For a West End debut, I don't think they'll be any better. For a West End performance, I don't think they'll be any better. She was amazing. She carried this story so well. She carried the characters so well. She carried the pace so well. It was brilliant. The writing of Suzie Miller also enabled her to flourish as well. The script was so well written and was so on point to what it needed to be that Jodie Comer was allowed then to have that freedom and perform this fantastic script that explored such an important message in modern day society. The structure of the story was so engaging that you wouldn't have a second to think or be disappointed or be bored. The story was constant throughout. It moved at such a pace that you were constantly focused on what was going on. But this also leads into my one negative that I noticed, which was because it was one set, it was one person, it was one script. It moved a little bit too quick at times that it was confusing to understand where it fit in the timeline. You understood what was going on, you just didn't understand when. It only happened twice, which didn't detract from this play, didn't make it worse. It was still absolutely brilliant. The production was spot on. The lighting that was used was excellent to signify changes in time, to signify and change the mood and the atmosphere that we had on stage, as well as Jodie Comer's emotional and moving performance. The music was composed by an artist called Self-Esteem, which has produced albums exploring these struggles of a woman, especially those that have experienced sexual assault. It was so well put together, which I can't express enough. There was a part in this where there was rain coming down from the stage, and it was such a touching part of the play. It was mind-blowing. You were sat there astonished at what was going on. And as I've said, the plot was so very powerful. It will resonate with hundreds and thousands and millions of people that will watch this play. And even for those that haven't been involved in anything that happened in this play, you will still be able to empathise and feel emotion. There was not one person in the cinema screen when I watched it that wasn't crying or hadn't cried throughout. It was so moving, it was so emotional, and as I've already said, so very important. People need to watch this, take it in, and start that discussion, because something definitely needs to change. And that's all from me. Yes, it was a little bit more serious, but hopefully it was insightful. And as I've said, if you haven't watched it, please watch it. Everyone should experience this absolutely tremendous production and play. It's amazing. Hopefully the tone will be a little bit more cheerful in the next one, but this was something serious that I wanted to discuss, and this needs to get out there. It needs to be promoted. People need to see it. I shall see you in the next one. See you later.